Alright, here we go again. The classic hand. On the draw. We even have card draw. Oh, we have Ascension. Maybe this hand isn't even that good if we hit our second land. But maybe it is. I regret everything ever. Come on, Thought Scour. Carry the team. Carry the team, Thought Scour. Alright. Get used to the Abzan. Draw us a land. Okay. Carrying the team. Second Thought Scour. Carry the team even more. Alright. Landerino. This is my own fault. I realize this. That's so gross. Getting hit by a Grim Flare is really gross. It's like a Tarmogoyf that scries 3 when it hits. Although to be fair, Tarmogoyf would be like a 10-10 by now. Alright. Hope. So we have Helix and Bolt. If we want to play Ascension. These Grim Flares are going to be active next turn most likely though, which is going to make them harder to kill. And Abrupt Decay kind of wrecks us. I think I'm just gonna take my Bolt here. Possibly Visions. This seems like a terrible matchup even when you're not stuck on one land. I would recommend you not play this deck in a field full of Abzan. So our opponent can take our Ascension if they want. Our Thing in the Ice is probably never going to flip. This Grim Flare is probably going to be a 4/4 out of reach for us killing. Really, Thing in the Ice would have been my last guess. Because, I mean, this deck has a lot of removal in it. Alright, brutal. Question is, do I have visions? I think I have to, because I'm gonna die very quickly. Alright, there's all the land. Pulsarino. So I mean, this game is winnable if we activate Ascension still. Remand could be worse. Could be better if we had another remand in the graveyard. Be quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Remanding a Lingering Souls would be fantastic. Look at this. Look at this card. It's just tutor for whatever you want, put it on top of your library, basically. Basically, pretty much. Alright. So if their last card is a land, we lose. But we still have to do this. Because Helixing and losing this is not going to be a path to victory. Tasker. Sigh. The old bring in Blood Moon Path to exile seems awkward. Explosives might be necessary. It's kind of annoying. Maybe Helix. Blood Moon is not... like, we don't even have a plains. I think I want the remands on the play. It seems like a great way to buy time. Seems like a great way to mulligan. Okay. Like, Faithless Looting in this hand is just awful. So I think I'll Ascension. hopefully a distraction to get Blood Moon. Maybe I should have left up Helix because I'm not going to be able to cast it. Helixing like a Grimflare into Blood Moon would have been great. Could still do that. Okay, well, that fixes everything. Unfortunately, our opponent has a green, but hopefully that's it. That is it. Okay, Blood Moon, still great against Abzan. More so than Jund, since it locks them out of all of their colors. I mean, this could be enough to win the game by itself. 2 white. But then we can't cast both these. Alright, so we obviously couldn't Thought Scour beforehand, because then it might have grown up the Tarmogoyf too big. So, yeah, this extraction is going to shut off our paths. But fortunately we can just discard it. Alright, let's do this. Ooze is good against Ascension, but it's tricky to handle. Alright, let's get down another one. Another red mana. Helix. Well, we have 2 good things to discard. That's not really what we're looking for, though. And we're going to put we're gonna believe in this Blood Moon. Because yeah. So we need to get these Ascensions active or find a bolt before this ooze just chomps us. Eating Thought Scour. Okay, that's fine. Alright, Bolt City. Alright, back in business. 14 cards is pretty good too, so I might just hold off on this for now. So that's one counter. If I flash back the looting, I think I flash it back because actually might want to visions first because it gets me an extra card in the graveyard. Alright, so both of these are great. But the bolt is actually good for Ascension. We would be very dead if it weren't for this Blood Moon. Okay, 2 bolts. And a bunch of loots. Interesting. I just realized it's actually difficult for us to win. I guess we only really need one bolt because we can remand it. It actually is hard for us to win without Thing in the Ice, though, and the ability to cast Lightning Helix, of course. Maybe this for Lingering Souls, and sort of to double down on the Blood Moon plan. I mean, it's not even a very good plan because they have Abrupt Decay and Hand Disruption, but it seems very difficult to win otherwise without mising it through Blood Moon. Speaking of, and we're on the draw. And they have sack land. And they have an ugly basic forest. I don't know which disgusts me more, the fact that they're basics, or the fact that they're so disgustingly basics. Whatever. It doesn't actually matter which basics you use. I mean, Blood Moon is still pretty good. It has to be. It has to be pretty good. So it can get Abrupt Decayed. Holy cow. That's pretty good. So we can get it active this turn. Actually, we probably want a blue because we should be able to find something to cast. Thought Scour and looting. Take both of those. So if our opponent doesn't have Abrupt Decay, or a way to remove Pyromancer's Ascension, Maelstrom Pulse, etc., we should actually be able to win this game. Surgical on Serum. Which also means we're not drawing Thought Scour, or Faithless Looting, which is actually pretty bad. Interesting, our opponent didn't take out the Serum Visions from our graveyard when we have visions in our deck. Alright, so no answer yet. So we could actually just easily win this game, although we are going to be facing down some random green creatures, green and black dorks. Yeah, gotta click the Serum Visions. Getting to 20 lands is relevant for us. Okay, so how are we doing this? Probably want to wait on the looting until we've drawn more cards, because then we'll be able to get rid of more lands. We don't want the Tarmogoyf to grow too big, though. Red, blue, and red, white. Alright, it might be happening. So we have 12 points of burn. So I might just want a Faithless Looting now. We'll still have enough to cast all our bolts if we draw another bolt. Alright, let's see if we would have gotten there. We should have discarded the tap. We should discard the tap lands. And we could Thought Scour. If we draw any of those helixes, I think we win. Yeah, we were pretty much locked to win, though. Assuming we didn't fizzle and then our opponent immediately top decks an answer to Ascension. But yeah, we were looking good there.